Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Mohammad Shorab Talukdar, bearing ID 16M00006, and I am from group number 2. At first, I would like to give thanks my honorable course coordinator Nusra Sharmin Lipi ma'am for giving me an opportunity to make a video presentation on management thought. And we are instructed to cover last part of chapter 1, management in ancient civilizations. Here I am along with my group members discussing about last part of chapter 1. So now let's go to the slide.
Welcome to our presentation. Here is our group profile. So in my presentation, I will be covering introductions and Greek contributions. So at first I will discuss about introductions. The origin of a number of so-called modern concepts and practices of management are easily trackable to the ancients. It is highly probable that the management process first began in the family organizations, later expanded to the tribe, and finally pervaded the formalized political units. Now I am talking about Greek contributions. The Greek discovered the research point of view and introduced scholarship and science in many sectors. The influences of the scientific method on management is obvious. This objective type of inquiry was later to become the ultimate goal of such means, as Frederick W. Taylor, Henry Farrell, Frank B. Gilbreth, and a host of other leaders of the management field. The Greeks developed a new type of city government, the polis, which encouraged a free exchange of ideas. Now the principle of management. The Greeks early recognized the principle that maximum output is achieved through the use of uniform method at stipulated tempos, and prayers are increased and specializations was the order of the day. And the principle of universality of management is founded in a Socrates discourse recorded by Xenophon. Now the art of management. Xenophon also clearly indicated that Critobulus recognized and believed management to be a separate and distinct art.
So that's all of my presentation part. My others group member will discuss the rest topics sequentially. Thank you ma'am. Thank you everyone. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello everyone, this is Rami Sanan bearing ID number 16MGT07. First of all, I would like to thank our honorable course coordinator Nusra Sharmin Lipi ma'am for giving me an opportunity to make a video presentation. Thank you ma'am. So now let's go to the slides and let me describe it for you. I'm going to describe about Kautilya's Arthashastra. Although many individuals today know of Machiavelli, few have heard of Kautilya, his counterpart, who predated him by 2000 years. Brahman Kautilya, also named Vishnugupta, was a great scholar who played a dominant part in the establishment, growth and preservation of the Indian Empire. Kautilya's principal work is Arthashastra, the science of polity. His major theme is the political, social and economic management of the state. Dealing with a large variety of subjects, Kautilya covers almost every aspect of the theory of government. He discourses on the duties of the king, his ministers, his councillors and council meetings, departments of government, diplomats, war and peace. In addition, he covers the organization and management of trade and commerce, law and law courts, municipal government, social customs, marriage and divorce, rights of women, agriculture, and on and on. Because of the objectivity and disregard for morality and human compassion in his writings, in India, Kautilya's name has become synonymous with sinister. In his discussion of the administration of an empire, he covers defense of the state, finance of the state, personal, public works, urban affairs and law and order, and much more. His job specification for a state officer covers many of today's demands. These are native born of high family, influential, well-trained in arts, possessed of foresight, wise of a strong memory, bold, skillful, intelligent, possessed of enthusiasm, dignity, and endurance, pure in character, and so many things. An excerpt from his job description for Superintendent of Commerce also strikes a familiar note. The Superintendent of Commerce shall ascertain demand or absence of demand for an rise or fall in the price of various kinds of merchandise which may be product either of land or of water, which may have been brought in either by land or by water path. And thus the highly innovative work proceeds. To Kautilya, the state was an institutional necessity for human advancement. Probably, this is one of the earliest and most comprehensive work on the organization and management of human affairs of state. Kautilya's Arthashastra deserves a wider audience for this. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Asluba Binte Mahtab bearing ID number 16MGT608. First of all, I'd like to thank our Honorable Course Coordinator Nusrat Sharmin Lipi ma'am for giving us an opportunity to make a video presentation on Chapter 1, which is about management in ancient civilizations. So, let's go to the slide. I will discuss about early military contributions. From the military come many examples of early management thought. Cyrus, who is a military leader and also a ruler, affords us several illustrations of the advanced state of thinking about management at that time. He recognized the value of good personnel and human relations. Beside it, Cyrus recognized the need for order placement and uniformity of actions. He was one of the first practitioners on record of motion study, layout, and material handling. He illustrates the principles of universality of management, like uniform method. This treatise shows that the advantages to be gained by using uniform methods of performing tasks, indicating in detail how squares are assigned to trains and exactly and precisely how men should arrange all the articles of their equipment and clothing at night so that in case of alarm, they may dress and arm themselves in the least amount of time and without confusion. And then staff principle. For management success, a plan is essential and the preparation of a completely coordinated plan requires collective and coordinated staff effort. And at last, it can be said that discipline, a delegation of authority and recognition of staff distinction, all important factors in management, have been borrowed in many instances from the military. Thank you everyone.
Hello everyone, this is Vivash Pandu. My ID number is 16MGT009. First of all, I would like to thank our Honorable Course Coordinator Nusrat Sharmin Lipi ma'am for giving me a chance to make a video presentation. Let's go to the slide.
My first slide is about estate management. According to Genphone, the estate can be divided into two major divisions, that are indoor and outdoor. The task of the outdoor division, there are about ploughing, sowing, grazing, etc. Supply the product which must be stored and kept under cover by indoor division. Genphone was to receive the incoming of the estate and distribute. He given a clear indication of his understanding of planning and budgeting. My next slide is about Rome. The history of Rome includes the civilization of ancient Rome. Roman history has been influential of the modern world. With the single-minded determination and superior management talent, the Romans gained control over an estimated 50 million people. Mismanagement caused the downfall of Rome. But the very fact that the Romans were able to build a government and military structure of such for so many years is a tribute to their superior and advanced managerial capacities and capabilities. That's all about my presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello everyone, I am Shakur Kumar. My ID number is 16FGT010, Department of Management Studies, University of Odisha. At first, thanks to my course coordinator to direct me make a video presentation. Now I am going to my slide.
My first slide is Empire Organization from Rome Civilization. New territories and new peoples, the Romans early turned their thoughts to the most effective way to organize and control their empire. Management has learned much from Rome's success as well as from her mistakes in the area of organization. The problem, of course, was how to maintain control, loyalty, and taxes in a geographically dispersed empire, a military, and others to divide their loyalty to Rome. The second slide is farm management. The study of the treatise of Cato and Varro on Roman farm management would be profitable to today's farmer regardless of how practical or scientific he might be. During the past 50 years, a good deal of attention and emphasis has been placed on personal selection and placement. That is all from me. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. At first, I would like to thank our Honorable Course Coordinator Nusrat Sharmin Lipi ma'am for giving me a chance to make a video presentation. I am Aditi Rahman, bearing ID 14MGT071. Now I am moving to my slide.
My previous group members have already discussed about the other topics. Now I am going to describe about the conclusion. In these early times, management thought existed, but only in a somewhat nebulous and unsophisticated state. Management as a separate process was not verbalized until Plato and Socrates. So, in general, it appears that the managerial principles employed were born out of the necessity of accomplishing goals. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much, ma'am, from all of our group members.